Dennis O'Rourke.
Mr Chairman, this Act will be repealed under Section 6 after the 2019 election, and by then ECAN will have had to have decided under Section 69 in this part of the bill what wards that it will have and how many councillors per ward it will have and whatever other arrangements will be necessary for the election then to take place for the 3 years following the 3 years under this bill. But when you look at Section 29(2), it refers to Environment Canterbury must review, and that means all members of Environment Canterbury must be carrying out that review, and that will include the six appointed members. And I think that it is most inappropriate for appointed members whose purpose is there, as we've heard repeatedly from the Minister, just to look after water issues, to then be deciding what the representation arrangements will be made for the next 3 years under which all of the ECAN members would be elected. That is a most inappropriate provision, and it clearly shows that this government hasn't properly thought out this legislation, because I cannot believe that they will have deliberately wanted that to happen. And if they did, then they're out of their tiny minds, because it is not appropriate for people who are appointed to look after the water issues under this bill and for the 3 years following the 2016 elections to then be determining or taking part in the determination of what will happen for the fully elected term after that. Just very, very bad law altogether, Mr Chairman. So we've got a situation where not only are those appointed members going to be usurping the role of what should be fully elected members for the 3 years in question in this bill, they're actually going to usurp the role of an elected council to determine what the representation situation will be after that. I couldn't think of anything more inappropriate. Another point is this about that. The whole point about, we are told, the whole point about the appointment of people to ECAN is so that we'd have the right skills there. And I read out in an earlier speech the skills that were required, and they all relate to water issues and so on. But actually, none of those skills are applicable to making a decision under Section 29(2) of this Act in relation to future representative arrangements for ECAN. Mr Chairman, Section 29(2) is a disgrace. It should not be in this bill. Members opposite should acknowledge that, delay this bill and make sure that that section is redrafted completely, because that is really what is required. It is disgraceful, it is badly thought out, and in fact the entire bill is disgraceful and badly thought out.